I'm speaking to someone who's in a season of slowness, spaciousness, divine healing, and guidance. I feel like your intuition is skyrocketing at the moment. And I actually feel like you're so tapped into your intuition and your insight that you're having so much information be delivered to you. So if that sounds like you, this may be a message for you today. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your discernment. Now, the energy I get with this is this real relaxing into the sensation of slowness. I feel very calm tuning into your guys' energy. I just feel very in flow. I feel very calm. I feel like I'm connected with nature. I feel like I'm connected with the other world, the spiritual world. I keep seeing the moon. I keep seeing a wolf. So some of you may have been connecting with that energy recently. If you haven't already, go research wolf spiritual meaning or the moon spiritual meaning. There's just something so beautiful about this. But I feel like some of you might be night owls watching this. You might be like, yes, the night, I come alive at night. But I do feel like there is this connection with insight and nighttime. There's this connection with the void space, with the nothingness. Maybe you find solitude or peace in the nothingness or being awake when no one else is awake. But I do really feel like there's this beautiful connection to the other world. That's just what I keep hearing, the other world. I feel like whatever the intuition is and the insights that have been coming through for you, I really want you to trust that. I feel emotional. I feel emotional. Whoever I'm speaking to is very connected. You could be a psychic yourself. You could be a healer. You could be working in arts. But I just feel like there is something about your essence and your energy which is just healing. I get this caretaker archetype or supporter energy from you. And I feel like maybe in the past you felt like people have taken advantage of that side of you, or they've taken your love for granted. But I actually feel like you genuinely thrive caring for other people. Like I genuinely feel like it actually brings you joy, no matter the hardships that have also come with this beautiful quality that you hold in the past. I also feel that you rest so powerfully in that position of caring for other people. Some of you might be in caring roles, care homes, looking after children. I do feel like some of you are definitely caretaking for people. So there's something in that. But I also feel like even if you're not, you just have an energy and an essence where your love and your heart is just so needed. It's so required. So required. I'm seeing the color blue. That could mean something to someone. Blue. I almost feel like you're in harmony. I really do feel like you've entered this season of harmony where maybe before you felt like you were just going through a lot of healing. I feel like you're just really at peace at the moment. I'm also seeing pearls. That could be relevant. Oh, this is interesting because a pearl is obviously kept hidden and then it unveils itself. Like a pearl to me gives an energy of you can't see it at first. It's got a hard shell over it, but when the hard shell opens, the pearl is revealed and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. And I really feel with this, I'm getting the sense that your white light is so healing. I feel, oh my goodness. Whoever is watching this, you're a healer. You're a healer. I feel like I just want to hang around you guys. Be around your energy. Experience your white light. There is a purity about you. I feel like you're a pure soul. You're a pure soul. And that's so beautiful. And I just keep hearing it's required at this time. It is required at this time. If some of you have been wanting to get into healing, working with clients, I'm seeing crystals. Some of you might be drawn to crystals. This feels like a very tapped in spiritual reading. Like I'm literally speaking to a very spiritually tapped in person. If you've been wanting to work with clients, crystals, I'm seeing healing, I'm seeing circles, I'm seeing retreats. This feels like a confirmation. It feels like now is the time. That's what I'm feeling. And I almost want to say, don't worry about the resources, whoever needs to hear that. Like, don't worry about the money. Don't worry about where the opportunity is going to come from. And you know what? Before I jumped on, I actually pulled this card for what your soul is ready to hear. And I got miracles. You don't need to know. You just don't. I feel like you don't need to know. I'm seeing someone reading. I feel like you're someone that is enjoying in this season more of the slow, pleasurable things, like reading a book, sitting outside in a cafe, going to the beach, just reconnecting with yourself. But there's this beautiful energy of just coming home to yourself. That seems to be a general theme at the moment, but miracles. You don't need to know how it all works out. All I want you to focus on is embracing the healer within, embracing the healer within. For some of you, that might mean something, the healer within. I don't know why I feel like really drawn to that, the healer within. Is that a book? Is that a retreat? Is that a course? There's something in that. The other card I pulled for your soul was fulfillment. Fulfillment. Healing brings you fulfillment. Tuning into your intuition brings you fulfillment. I want you to trust yourself. That's what I want to say. I want you to trust yourself. Because it's not about anything personal. I'm speaking to a healer who, you know you're a healer, you know you're a psychic, you know you're powerful, but in the past you've doubted how you're going to make it happen. What space are you going to go into? Who's going to open the door? What's the capital you're going to have to start this? I want to say none of that matters. It just doesn't. I feel like miracles are going to happen for you because you are a walking miracle, and you need to remember that. I feel just so soft in your energy right now. I feel like I'm like speaking soft, and I'm feeling flowy, and I'm seeing pink, and I'm seeing flowers, and just like whoa, there are pink flowers on this miracle card. There you go. That could be relevant for someone, specifically the pink flowers. But I actually feel like it's really a connection to just loving who you are. It's no longer doubting your craft because the world doesn't accept it. Who gives an F what the world thinks? That's what I want to say. Who gives an F? You do you. You do you. Now, before we jumped on, I pulled 2 cards, and I just love it because I was feeling this beautiful slow season for you. And then the first card I pulled was slow down. Okay? And you'll also never guess what. The first card I pulled was 0404. The second card I pulled was 0440. So there's something going on with the 4s here. The 4s and the 0s, okay? So the first card, 0404, slow down. Balance, power struggle, force, violence, hope, authority, ancestors, restlessness, low vibrations, warning. Pay close attention to the people in your life, your surroundings, and your physical health. Don't freak out. It's just a warning to be careful and awake to avoid any further issues. Communicate and keep healthy boundaries. Whoa. Got so much energy in my throat right now. Woo! I feel for some of you, this is the season you're stepping out of. When I said that your love and your healing energy and your purity has sometimes been taken advantage of, trust me, I know that very well myself. I've been through a very similar experience, so I really see you guys in this. That's what I really feel like this card is pointing to. Boundaries is important for you because I feel like you've got an energy where you really just want to love everyone. You can really see, like, you connect essence to essence. You don't connect human to human. When you're in front of someone, you feel their energy, you feel their soul, and sometimes that can override your discernment over their behavior. Maybe some of you have been in relationships that you know have not been good for you. There's this power struggle. Maybe they've over-dominated you. Maybe they've taken advantage of you in some way, shape, or form. I'm feeling like verbal, like there's a lot of tension around the verbal aspect of this. Maybe there was verbal abuse in this relationship, or perhaps you felt like you didn't have a voice in this relationship. You struggled to voice your boundaries, what you needed, what you wanted. And so it's kind of like you've been with people in the past to help them and to heal them, but then it's not been reciprocated. The value hasn't been reciprocated. And also you've not found someone to really lift you up. You've not found someone to lift you up. You're entering a season of balance. And balance really, I feel like I want to say the balance in relationships for you comes from strengthening your discernment. To know who to give your attention to and who not to. Who to give your love and energy to and who not to. This is setting new foundations. The number 4 represents setting new foundations. If you think of a table with 4 table legs, you're setting the foundations for a new way of relating, okay? I do think as well, I just want to say, as a healer, it is incredibly important to have boundaries, not to necessarily keep people out, because that also keeps love, connection, intimacy out. And maybe some of you listening to this have made that mistake in the past, but that's all good. It's all learning. It's all meant to be. But it's more so boundaries to know and kind of contain your capacity. Because as a healer, you're picking up on so much more information than you even probably realize. When you're walking around day to day, you're going to be feeling people's energy, projections, like emotional subtleties. There's going to be so much you're picking up on. And I want you to know not to take that on as your own. If you're empathic, I want you to know to really practice your discernment to know what's yours and what someone else's. Because this is something that I've seen with empaths, and I've experienced this myself, is because we feel other people's energies and emotions so strongly, we mistake it quite understandably for our own. If you're around someone and you suddenly start feeling insecure, it's not necessarily you. It's the person you're surrounded by. They might not be coming across as insecure. They might be presenting themselves as someone confident. But what you're feeling about them is not necessarily yours. And so if you take it on as yours and you let that projection land on you, that is when it can become heavy. That's when it can become baggage. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to has really struggled with carrying the weight of other people's emotions in the past, being responsible for the healing of others or other people's issues. And I almost want to say to you, turning away people is not because that's not you not being a healer. Actually turning away people is actually the very thing that they need sometimes for their own healing. Sometimes when we are always the person that people vent to, we actually enable them staying stuck in patterns that they're trying to outgrow. And sometimes the best thing we can do is just say, I love you, I hold you in this, I don't have the time to talk right now. Or I don't have the capacity to talk right now. And sometimes that's actually the very thing that they need for their own healing. Sometimes as an empath and a healer, we can take on too much, and therefore we're not actually doing, I want to say, our role, right? Your role as a healer is to know the space, the environment, and the containment that that person needs to heal. And sometimes that's saying the hard truth. Sometimes that's the tough love. I definitely have that naturally. I will say what I think. I'm very direct, and I say it as it is, and I say the truth. Some people really dislike me for it, and other people literally pay me money for it. They love that about me, that I don't sugarcoat stuff. So people know when to come for me, when to come to me and when not to. And I feel like I just want you to like stand on that. Like know your boundaries through a place of, I can know what this person actually needs for their own healing. And that's not always venting to me. And that's not always me taking on their emotions and whatever. Sometimes it's me saying, I hear you, I feel you, I'm sending you love. I just don't have the time or the energy for it right now. So something to keep in mind. Okay, the second card we pulled out, 0440, the gut feeling, intuition, integrity, relationships, value, insight, perception, love, commitment. This is interesting. There's a big relationship thing coming through. Trust your intuition. It's more than just a feeling. Some of you might be in a relationship at the moment that you're questioning. I really do feel that for some of you. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Use your discernment. But I do feel like some of you listening are in a relationship that you've been questioning, is this right for me? Am I actually being met in the way that I want to be met? And you're questioning it. And I feel like this is saying, trust your gut feeling. Be genuine with others and prioritize meaningful relationships. Remember to bring value to every interaction. Treat others with respect, as your actions will return to you in kind. Be mindful of boundaries. There we go. As too many voices can cloud your journey. Isn't that so interesting? And those two cards came out, the fours. Foundations. Now, both of them also add up to 8. 8, 8. That might be relevant for some of you. For some reason, I'm getting a feeling when I say that some of you are walking through a portal right now. And this is why you're having all of these intuitive sensitivities, I want to say. I feel like the veil is somewhat lifted for you. You're seeing things, hearing things, sensing things that maybe you didn't before, or not at the intensity level that you are now. And I feel like you're walking through a portal. And I feel like this portal is cleansing you. I feel like it is burning away anything that does not serve you, and you have to be the one to release the attachments. Does that make sense? I want to say to you that sometimes it's not just about, okay, this is going to be interesting. Life is about flow and surrender, ultimately, okay? I do want to say to you that do not confuse flow with passivity. There is action that needs to be taken. There are decisions that need to be made. And I want you to know that you doing that is you being in full co-creation with Source itself. When you decide what is right for you in this next season and you act on that with integrity, life will meet you in that place of co-respect, of co-integrity. That's just what I'm feeling. For some reason, that needs to be said in that specific way. For some of you, you might have been connecting. I'm seeing like a blackbird, raven. I'm seeing a raven. I was like, is it in my head? I was like, is this a raven or a crow? And it's drawing me to raven. So research that, see what's happening there. But again, I do really get this essence. The raven is connected with night, is connected with mystery, is connected with like hidden, like I'm hearing the word like hidden mysteries. Some sort of occult. Maybe there is information that you know, information from alternate lives that you are reacquiring, or that you know that is somehow being of use at this time. Ancient wisdom. I think that came up in one of the cards as well, ancient wisdom. Ancestors, that was it, ancestors. So just be aware, because I really do feel like you're being sent information to help the planet right now. You're being sent guidance and intuition and insight that is here to help the evolution of humanity, and you're going to express it in your unique way. And I also want to say to you that you don't need to have a massive community. You do not need to be on stage to 1 million people. I want you to really embrace the power of small community work. I'm almost seeing that some of you listening to this really want to get into groups and communities. Some of you might want to travel. I'm seeing Peru. I'm seeing, yep, that's the only one I'm seeing. I'm just seeing Peru, but I'm seeing this like travel. You might want to get into communities overseas or locally and actually just really help in that small unit. I'm seeing you go into these communities, really help impact and influence change in those communities, and then go into another community. So I want you to embrace the power that you have, the impact that you will have with communities, and not so much focusing on, I need to be seen by millions and millions of people. I feel like whoever I'm speaking to, it's more like your essence and your power of the work you're here to do at this time. Doesn't mean it's long term, but at this specific time is what I'm hearing, is to work locally, to work closely, to run events or be part of events. Maybe some of you are collaborating with people. There's something there about community, and just really allowing that to happen. Like, it doesn't need to be what other people are doing. So just really embracing that. And I feel like you're really being guided in your heart's mission at this time. The raven is very relevant. So go research the meaning of that, see what connects with you. But I feel like the raven is kind of like guiding you, like leading you into where you need to go in order to be of highest impact to humanity right now. That's what I'm hearing. And I feel like it's your heart's mission that the raven is showing you. It feels heart-led at this time. It's not just, this is what I think I need to do or the way I need to do it. Your heart is guiding you. So I really want you to trust that. And your throat center is healing. It's healing. Set those boundaries. Keep those boundaries and really work on capacity. That is what I'm hearing, capacity. Okay. All right, that feels pretty complete, guys. So I'm going to leave it there for today. Thank you so much for being in this space. I really enjoyed just exploring your energy today. It was really, really beautiful. Keep being you. Keep being you. Keep those boundaries. People don't need to understand you. You know who you are. You know that you're connected to the other world. It doesn't really matter. It doesn't matter what the world thinks. You do you in the way that you're here to do it, and just really embrace that. Definitely seeing the color blue. There's something in that for someone that's just coming through again. So take that or leave it. And yeah, I love you so much. I will see you on the next one.